Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Okay. Can you hear me, V?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, very good. Okay. So I'm going to share the screen.
Yes.
Okay, I hope you can see the screen. Can you see the screen?
Oh, yeah, I can see.
Yes, okay. Now, what is one? You cannot enter the cloud class.
Yes.
Why?
Or because the cloud glass
Is it lagging? Is it
is it crashing on
crashing?
iOS.
Ah, okay. So what are you going to do with that?
Yeah.
Actually, the cloud class is good. Okay, if we can be able to have our classes in cloud class, that would be a good platform. So if you can do something about that, that's better, V. Okay, so that we can be able to have our class in the cloud class, so that we will not going to go back. Okay, not unlike here in Zoom, because after 40 minutes, so we will be disconnected. But in cloud class, it could be all throughout 1 hour. So we will not be disconnected. Okay. So I hope you can do something about your computer, your connection, so that we can be able to have our classes. Okay, maybe on the next meeting in cloud class. Could you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to do something about your internet. Okay, and let's try on the next meeting if we can have our lesson there. Okay, okay, V.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, last time we were able to study about the structure, subject plus want or wants, to learn to plus verb infinitive. Okay. So we had made a lot of example, and aside from that, we also did this one also. Okay, like subject plus wants to learn or want. Okay, want or wants to learn to or verb infinitive. Okay, okay, and then we also did the subject, which is the negative subject plus don't, doesn't, want to learn plus infinitive. So do you have any questions all of this? Do you have any questions of all of this, B?
No.
Okay, so did you understood already how to use the negative subject plus don't or doesn't, want to learn to plus verb infinitive? Do you have any questions with this?
No.
Okay, again, remember, if we use subjects I, we, they, or you, so what are we going to use? So we have to use don't or do not, right? So it's the short form for do not or don't. And then if our subjects would be he, she, it could be doesn't, short for does not. Okay? Okay, now this time we are going to study answering a question. Is it yes or no questions? So let's try to do first the asking questions. Okay? So asking question. So what would be the structure? It could be do, it could be does plus subject. Okay? You can't hear me? I can't hear you. Are you talking? Okay, would you kindly talk? I cannot hear you also. Hello, V? That's the problem. Okay, so what are we going to do? Hello? Hello?
Hello, can
Oh,
you hear
yes.
me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, yeah, I can hear.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, you can see me. Okay. Okay, for a while. It's there. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do now the, at this point in time, answering a yes or no question. So for asking question, we have to use the structure do or does plus subject plus want to learn to plus verb infinitive. Are you following the? Can you see the presentation? Can you see the screen?
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. Again, so what is our structure in asking question? It could be do, it could be
you
does
guys
plus subject
subtract
plus
want to learn
plus
to verb
verb
infinitive.
infinitive. Okay? So this is in asking question. Okay, so how are we going to do that now? Okay, this is it. So for our example, for positive and negative question, and together with the answer, we can also do this. Okay? So, question. Can you read sentence number 1? Do you, okay, can you
Do
read?
you
Yes,
want to
to
learn
learn to
to
swim.
swim?
Yes. So what is the structure again? So our structure would be like this. Okay, for a while, I have to copy it here. So our structure for this would be this one. Okay, just for a moment. Okay, can you see it, V? So what's our structure again? So our structure would be like
Do
this.
uh,
Okay, do or does. So when are we going to use do? When are we going to use does? Okay, so we need to use do if our subject is, okay, you, we, they.
they
Yes. And we use does if our subjects would be he, okay, she, and it. Okay? I'll look at this one now. When do we use do as a question? Okay. We use do as a question if our subject is you, we, and they. We use thus if our subjects would be he, she, it. Did you understand, V? Now, take a look with this particular sentence. Do you want to learn to swim? Okay, so it's there. Look at this. Do, it's there, right? Then after that, what's our subject? What's our subject? The subject is you.
Yeah.
So if
You.
our subject is you, what are we going to use in asking question? It's do, right? So do you? And then after the subject would be want to learn. So do you want to learn? And then after that, after the want to learn would be our verb infinitive. So what is our verb infinitive in this sentence? Swim. Right, V? So do you
Yes.
want to learn to swim? So it's a question mark. So we need to put question mark. Okay, because this one is asking question. Okay?
Okay.
Did you understand, V?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, why is it we use do? Why do we need to use do in asking question?
Uh,
Because our subject is
is you.
yes, you. Very good. Okay. Next. What about sentence number 2? Can you read sentence number 2, please?
Number
Can you
two.
read this
Do
one?
they want to learn to sing?
Yes. So
Yes,
do
they
they
do.
want to learn to sing? Now, what subject we use in here? What subject we use? We
Do
use
they
they,
use
okay?
they?
So we use they. So therefore, in asking question, what are we going to use? It's do. Yes, right? So why is it do? Because following after that, which is our subject, which is they. Okay, then after that, want to learn what is our verb infinitive in this sentence? What is the verb infinitive in this sentence? That is
Sing.
sing. Very good. Okay? Okay, next. Sentence number 3. Would you kindly read that, V?
Does Maria want to learn to cook?
Yes.
Yes,
So
she does.
thus, Maria want to learn to cook. What is our subject in here, V? In this sentence, does Maria want to learn to cook? So what's our subject? What's our subject in here?
Yeah. Or
Mhm.
the Maria.
Maria. Okay, so Maria is our subject. So therefore, since Maria is a person, okay, and if we try to replace Maria with a pronoun, we can be able to use the pronoun. What pronoun we're going to use?
Yeah.
She, right? So therefore, what are we going to use in asking question? Of course, we have to use does, right? That's why we ask question, we start asking question with the word does. Then following after that is the subject. So again, does Maria and then want to learn to? What is our verb infinitive in this sentence? What's our verb infinitive, V? What's the
Yeah.
verb infinitive?
Cook.
Cook. Verb infinitive in here, swim. Verb infinitive in here, sing. Verb infinitive in here, cook. The subject in here is you. The subject in here is they. The subject in here is Maria. And then if our subject would be you, we, they, we have to use do like this. If the subject is he, she, it, or a name of a person, whether a boy, a girl, or either an animal, okay, or a thing, so we have to use thus. Did you understand, V? Okay. After learning all of this, we are going to learn also how to answer positive and negative question. Okay, how to answer positive and negative answer. Okay, okay. Sentence number 4. Would you kindly read sentence number 4, V?
Yeah.
Okay,
Order is
sentence.
want to learn to sing.
Yes.
Yes, either.
Okay, so does he want to learn to sing? What's the subject we use in here? What is the subject that we use in the sentence does?
He,
Okay, it's he. So he is the subject. So therefore, what question we are going to use? What question we are going to start since the subject is he? So what are we going to use? Hmm? How are we going to ask question since the subject is he? Again, it's
or
does, right?
us.
Because the subject is he, so we have to use does. And after that, want to learn to, what's the verb infinitive? What's the verb infinitive in here, V? Okay, just like
Yeah.
swims,
Infinitive
cook,
sing.
it's sing. Very good. Okay. Next, sentence number 5. Can you read that? Okay, does the
Or
boy?
does the boy want to learn to skate?
Okay, so does the boy want to learn to skate? What's the subject in this sentence? What does the boy wants to learn to skate? Does the boy want to learn to skate? So what's the subject in here?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the subject
Or
be?
the boy.
Yes. So the simple subject is only boy. So this one is the subject. Now, since the boy is our subject, what question we are going to ask? What question? Since the
Question.
boy is
The
he.
boy is
So therefore, what question we are going to ask? To start a question by
by does.
does. Okay? Remember that all the time, V, huh? Thus, if the subject is he, she, it. Okay? Thus, if the subject is he, thus, if the subject is she, thus, if the subject is it. Okay. Now, in this particular sentence, does the boy want to learn to skate? What is the verb infinitive? What is the verb infinitive?
Infinitive
Yes. Just like swim, sing, cook, sing.
skate.
Okay, it's skate. Very good. Next, number 6. Sentence number 6. Would you kindly read that?
Number 6. Or do they want to learn to hike?
Though they want to learn to hike, what's the subject in the sentence? What's the subject in this sentence?
So sure. Um, they.
Yes, they is the subject. Before they, what is the question that we need to use since our subject is they? So we have to use What are we going to
to
use?
um
Do.
do.
Okay, remember again. Do if the subjects are you. Do if the subject is we. Do if the subject is they. Remember that all the time, V, okay? Now, what is the verb infinitive in this sentence? What is the verb infinitive?
Yeah. Uh, I
Again,
hike.
hike. Yes. So hike is correct because hike is our verb infinitive. Okay. Now, let's try to answer all the questions in here. Since these are questions, so it needs an answer. Okay. It needs an answer, whether it's positive answer or a negative answer. Okay, V. Now, in this particular sentence, do you want to learn to swim? So if your answer would be yes, so what is our structure? Okay, yes plus subject plus do. Okay, yes plus subject plus do. So why do we need to use that? Okay, because that's the correct process. Okay. Okay. For a while, I have to go back in here. Wait. Okay. Now we have to take note of this. Okay. Why is it like that? So for the answer, we have to use this one. Oh, okay. For a while, B. Okay. Now, for our, oh, this is not, it's here. What happened? It's gone. Okay. Anyway, wait for a while. Okay, it's there. Okay, can you see the presentation now? Okay, can you see it, V? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see.
Yes, okay. Now, for the answer, it could be positive answer. It could be a negative answer. Okay, so what is the structure? In answering the question, do or does, what we are going to do is, if positive, that would be yes plus subject plus do or thus. Okay? So what are we going to use? Since we are talking about do or thus, so what would be that one be? Okay, again, if we have to use do if we are talking about, again, we're talking about the subject you and
You,
we and
we
they,
like.
right? Okay, and then we use thus if we are talking about the subject. Okay, what's the subject? It's he, she, it, right? Okay.
Yes.
That would be for a yes answer. Okay, let's say, for example, do you want to learn to swim? So what would be your answer? If a yes answer, so it should be, what's the structure? It's yes plus subject. So
Dạ.
your subject is you, right? So your subject is
Không mở
you.
mà nó không có hiệu. Yes.
Okay, your subject is you. So therefore, we have to use do.
You.
Yes, because it's here. You and then do. Okay? That's
Dạ.
for the positive one. What about for the negative one? So if you don't want to learn to swim, so you have to say no. Okay?
You
No,
don't.
you
No,
don't.
you
Or we can
don't.
say, no, I don't. Okay?
Dạ.
Okay, if you're talking about yourself. But if you're talking of someone else, so no, you don't. Okay? But if you're talking for yourself, yes, I do. Okay? Or no, I don't. Okay, did you understand, B?
Yes.
Okay. Next, for the no answer, we can also say, okay, we can also say subject plus don't or doesn't. So when do we use the don't? Okay, if we are using don't, so what would be our subject? So it could be I, we,
We. You.
they. Okay, so that would be don't. But if we're using doesn't, so what would be the subjects if you are using doesn't? So it should be he, she, and it. Okay, now look at this one, B, huh? In a no answer, if we are using, or still we use, okay, we use you, okay, before that, okay, for a while. Okay, now take note. In answering a no answer, in a no question or for a no answer, we can say structure no, no plus subject plus don't or doesn't. So when do we use don't? We use don't if our subjects are I, we, they, and you. Did you get it, B? Hello?
Dạ.
We use doesn't if we
We.
are talking
We.
about the subjects he,
We.
she, it,
She. It.
right? Okay, now look at this one. Yes, you do for the positive answer. So we use do if we are talking about the subjects you, we, they. We use thus if we're talking about the subjects he, she, it. That's for answering positive answer. But for answering a negative answer, we use no plus subject plus don't or doesn't. Okay? Next, the second question. Do they want to learn to sing? For the positive answer, yes. What's the subject you use? They. So therefore, you have to say, yes, they do. Why
Do.
do? Because the subject is they, right? Next,
Yes.
for the negative answer, so what would be the answer? No. Then what's your
No.
subject? They. Now look at
They.
in here. Since the subject, oh, we will be disconnected after 10 minutes B, huh? So we have to go back again, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Since our subject is they here, so what are we going to use? Don't. So no, they don't. Did you understand, B?
Yes.
Okay, another one. Does Maria want to learn to cook? So If your answer is positive, if Maria wants to learn to cook, so the answer would be, for the positive one, we can say, yes, she
Yes, she does.
does. Okay, again, thus, if our subject is he, she, it, so it's thus for the positive answer. What about for negative? Negative answer. Can you read this?
Um,
No,
no, she does.
doesn't. Okay? No, she doesn't.
Doesn't.
Why doesn't? Because our subject is she. So therefore, for the negative answer, we have to say no, she doesn't. Got it? B. Next question. Does he want to learn to sing? So your positive answer would be positive
Yes,
answer,
he
yes,
does.
he does. Why is it does? Because he, she, it. So if our subject is he, does. Okay? For the negative answer,
It
no.
is a no, she doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Is it she or he? No,
No,
he.
he
He.
doesn't.
Yes, he doesn't. Why he? Because our subject is a boy. It's he. So no, he doesn't. Next, number 5. Does the boy want to learn to skate? So if your answer, positive answer would be yes,
Yes,
he does.
he does.
Okay, remember that, huh? He does. Why is it he? Or why is it does? Because our subject is he. So therefore, we have to use does. Okay, does. For a negative answer, no,
No, no, he doesn't.
he doesn't. Next, though they want to learn to hike. So for the positive answer,
So, yes,
Pas
they do.
yes. So yes, they do. Why is it do? Because if the subject is they, we have to use do. Got it? V? Okay. For the negative answer, what is your negative answer? No.
No, they don't.
Yes. Okay. So I hope it's very clear now, V. Okay. I hope it's
Yeah,
very clear, because this time we are going to do a sentence asking question, do or does. Okay?
yeah,
Okay, so I want you to create a sentence using this. Okay, using this structure. I want you to do it on the Skype, V, okay? I want you to type it on the Skype. So do 5 sentences with this structure. Okay, I want you to do this one, B. Okay, would you kindly look at the chat? Look at the chat,
yeah,
B. The Skype chat, and I want you to do, okay, 5 sentences using the
yeah.
structure do or does plus subject plus want to plus verb infinitive. Okay, just like that, just like we did just a while ago. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. So example would be like this. Example, okay? Do you want to learn to dance? Okay. So, do you want to learn to dance? So, that's my example. Okay. So, do you want
Okay.
to learn to dance? What's the subject? It's you. Okay. I want you to read that, B. Okay. So, the subject is you. And then, therefore, we have to use do. Why? Because if our subject is you, we, they, we have to use do, right? If our subject is he, she, it, we have to use thus. Like, for example, like this. Thus, Kara want to learn to speak Vietnamese. Okay. So that's question, sentence or asking question number 2. Does Kara want to learn to speak Vietnamese? Okay, I want you to open the Skype, B. Open the Skype chat.
Yeah.
Yes, open it so that you can be able to,
Yes.
yes. Okay, now I want you to type 5 sentences using the structure do or does plus subject plus want to learn, to plus verb infinitive. And then after doing that, we have to answer them using the structure. Okay, type your sentences, B, okay? 5 sentences. Okay, are you typing it now, B?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I have to wait for you. So you can use also name of a person instead of pronoun. Okay. Like for example, if it is a boy, so you can use maybe Carlo, okay, maybe John. Okay, a lot of name of a boy or a boy's name. If it is a girl, so you can use a girl's name. But if you want to use a pronoun, you can still use them.
Yeah.
So you are what number now?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. So I also sent you the examples. Okay, so number 1, I gave you, do you want to learn to dance? So I use you as the subject. We will be disconnected after 1 minute, B, so we just have to go back again, okay? Okay, so I want you to do that now.
Mm.
Okay, what number you are?
Number